Hello everybody, welcome to another Nethack Nights. I'm Casey Kolderup. I will be at the keyboard tonight playing Nethack for you. It's February 23rd, it's been raining all day. Alex has cupcakes and John has a candy bar, so we got the rain, but we got the sweets too. It's good. Um, I'm happy to have people out here tonight watching. I'm here on Twitch live, and if you're watching live, please make sure you sign up for a Twitch account and hop in the chat, because half the fun of playing this is participating in making fun of me and giving hints and screaming when I do the wrong thing, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, we've been playing Nethack, where you're trying to ascend. I've never ascended before in this game. If you've played it before, it's a rogue. If you've never played it before, it's a roguelike from. Development started in the late 80s. It's been in development ever since as an open source kind of thing, and there's a team that works on it. Tons and tons of content, really, really cool stuff. But yeah, we can just hop in the game. We're playing as a barbarian, as one of the easier classes to kind of start with. You know, there are different classes you can play as, but we can check this out here. Gotta turn my handy dandy keystroke visualizer on. There we go. So cool, let's play as a barbarian. We're just playing as a neutral human barbarian just to kind of make the game straightforward every time. But, alright, let's get going. Hey, look at that! So we are apparently lucky tonight. There's a full moon. And I don't even... Is that modeled on actual... I'm looking up the moon phases for the current month. It was a full moon yesterday. Interesting. So it could be based on the week that you played as, or a couple days that you played as. I bet Alex will know. Oh, it is a full moon tonight. Okay, cool. So it's kind of neat. I've never seen that before. We've only been playing for about a month, I guess, so... yeah, wow, neat. Alright, I guess it's going to change our luck. If I had to guess, I would just say... I know there's a luck stat in the game, and I know that when you do certain actions, it can raise or lower the luck stat, and that thing can... affect random generation, but also can affect how your deity treats you. So I would just guess that you like start with an extra piece of the luck stat, but I don't really know for sure. Guess we'll find out. Or maybe we won't, but we can try to intuit based on things that happen. So we have a dog with us this time. You can be given a few different pets when you start the game. There's both a staircase and a large box. So let's go down the stairs real fast, just to generate the next level, and then we're gonna pick up the box and just drop it next to where it was, and we'll try to loot it. But of course it's locked, as they usually are. Now we can loot it. Oops, if I don't press the wrong button. It's an empty box. Okay. Alex asks if I've seen anything else in Nethack that might be affected by phases of the moon. And that's a good question. I suppose I have seen a number of were creatures in this game. And I've not seen any tides, so I guess I'm mostly interested in how this affects were creatures. But it might mean that it increases the chances that we see that kind of monster, which is potentially bad because they're usually pretty strong. But I guess we'll see what we see. Seeing a lot of jackals so far. This is a weird song. We're listening, as always, to Nectarine Radio, and I just googled it to make sure I get the URL right because I always get it wrong. We're listening to scenemusic.net. Plays music from the demo scene, which is a collective of people who made music and art and interactive type things for a long time. I think they're still around a little bit. I'm not really sure if it's still a big scene, but was definitely kind of a formative way of discovering independent artists online when I was in high school, middle school, around then, and I would listen to this kind of stuff a lot when I was playing video games in high school, so it felt like a good way to get back to playing Nethack was listening to the kind of music that I would listen to. John's already looking at the Nethack source to figure out how moon phases are detected, which is pretty great. Of course, if you're not familiar with the game, there's just a lot going on in this game in general. So generally, people do not play the game in such a way that they are just totally going in without any kind of spoilers. So people tend to look at certain information. Looking at the source, I think, is probably, for a person playing the game, a little bit too far. But I guess you can also get strategy from things that are not the source. But I've been taking tips from people in chat, which has been really helpful. I've been learning a lot, but people have also been good about letting me learn things as I go. And, you know, I've gotten better for sure. I've got a long way to go, though. Our dog kind of disappeared at some point. But I think we've just about cleared out this level, right? Looking around, I don't see any real... There might be a hidden passageway here, but I don't really... I'm not going to force the issue too much. So let's head over to level 2. We can use our underscore command to do that. When you hit underscore, it asks you where you want to travel. You can use the cursor keys to move around the map, but you can also press certain symbols to move the cursor straight to that symbol, which is pretty sweet. But where's our dog? Did I miss... I don't see anything about the dog getting in a fight or anything. So we'll see if we can find him before we leave the floor. Oh, there we are. We were lucky enough in one instance to get a... Oh, come on. There we go. I'm actually going to carry this box downstairs. Since it's empty, we might as well bring it with us for now. I didn't check my inventory when we started, but we got the usual two-handed sword and an axe that the neutral human barbarian gets, as well as the ring mail. We picked up a helmet at some point. It's orcish quality, so it might not be very good. And we have found a scroll, a potion, and a wand. So we're starting to find a few things here and there. Gather some inventory. Hit a water trap, and unfortunately that means we have rusted our sword. What we can do is switch to the axe. Okay. It's getting too heavy, so I'm actually going to drop the box now because that's going to be the biggest part of our encumbrance, but we can carry it somewhere out somewhere later. We have another box too, so putting them next to each other probably isn't super useful, but we can always move one later. We should find out if we can wear the helm. Oh, right. This is a good point. Thank you, Alex. So we learned this when we had a leashed pet, but I guess we can probably try to make it work even with a regular pet. What we can do is we can actually drop items and then see if our pet will walk over them. I should not walk back over that trap. It seems like he's dancing around it, but... The nice thing about having the leash with a pet was that you could actually kind of drag the pet across the spot, and it would give you a message about moving reluctantly. Now that I don't have the leash, I can't... Oh, there we go. He stepped on it, and I didn't get a message. So I couldn't tell if he was just dancing around it because he didn't want to go onto it, which means it's cursed, or if it was just the standard pet AI being kind of frantic. But he walked over it, and I didn't get a message. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that I can put that on. So let's do that. We can now see that it is a +0 Orcish helm. It's not cursed or anything. That's good. Our AC is now 6, so that's pretty helpful. But yeah, that's good news. And I keep stepping into that trap because I am just too excited about everything going on. Hey Robin, how's it going? We'll break into this room here. If we can. Someone's behind this door. I've never had a door resist me this much when I try to kick it down. Interesting. Okay, I was just unlucky, I guess. It's a statue. We're just getting all the chests tonight so we can store all of our items, apparently. Maybe that's what happens when you have a full moon. Cool, we're experience level 2. That's good news. And we got a ring. Let's generate the next level, even if we're not going to spend much time in it right now. We can set the level of the monsters in the area. Okay, I forget actually what the... I need to make a chart for myself of the armor order. I'm going to Google it because it just seems the kind of thing you're supposed to know as like a fantasy nerd when you play this kind of game. So should I be trying to figure out if this splint mail is better than my ring mail? Or is splint automatically... ring mail. Okay, yeah, splint mail can be significantly better than ring mail. So we should try to see if we can wear that. We're kind of over encumbered right now because of that, but I want to find my dog. There we go. Hey, come in here. Let's drop that splint mail and see if we can get the dog to walk over it. Hey, there we go. So we will take off the ring mail and put on the splint mail. And we are now AC level 3, which is 3 better than the ring mail, which is pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that, actually. I'm going to go ahead and drop off the ring mail into the chest here, so that we're not encumbered. But we're not just leaving things lying around for people to pick up and put on. There's some intense music here. I keep hearing noises, which I think means the dog is fighting something. Okay, here we go. It's just a gecko, no big deal. Can trust my dog to fight lizards and things. Honestly, sometimes with the barbarian, I feel like the dog is as strong, if not stronger than us. We've been really lucky to find a lot of food in this run so far, too. And a lot of jackals, so it might have something to do with the whole full moon thing. That is a kobold of some sort, a large kobold. But no problem. These are normally poisonous. We could eat it because we are a barbarian, and we're resistant to that, but we're just satiated. Now that we're not, but I guess we can always go back and take care of it. If we need to. Here's an armor dealership. It seems unlikely we'll find something better than what we have. We could put on gloves, though, or something, or a cloak. Yeah, actually. Gloves are really cheap. They're only leather, but can see how much closer we get. Dwarvish mithril coat. We can afford, actually. I like having darts. I feel like we usually find a lot, but I'm just gonna grab these just because I feel like if we come across like a floating eye or something, it's gonna be a problem. We found a small mimic in the shop, but this is a small one. I think we'll be okay. Let's go ahead and fight it. We're not okay. Let's back off for a second. We have not paid yet. We do want that. We do want that. We do want that. Okay, let's get out before the mimic gets any closer. That guy can deal with the mimic for now. Okay. Yeah, Robin asks in the chat, what is the thing at this particular stage of exploring that you are most afraid of? There are a few random rolls as far as stronger creatures we can see. Mimic is definitely one of them. I thought I could take a small one, but apparently they're still stronger than I am. I'm trying to think what else that we've come across early in the game that's given us particularly much trouble. I've definitely just seen some random kind of rare creatures show up in early stages, and you generally want to just run away from those, I think. Were creatures are always kind of scary because they can summon a lot of creatures suddenly, and positioning becomes really important at that point. But as a barbarian, it's easier to not be afraid of things in the early game because you can kind of just kill stuff for the most part. If you're playing a class that's not quite as melee heavy, it's definitely, you think a lot more about positioning and trying to kill things from a distance and one at a time and that kind of thing early in the game. But, you know, when you start with almost 30 health and pretty decent equipment, armor and weapons and things, it's a lot easier to just kind of hang out. The Mimic does not seem to be following us, or if it is, it's following us very slowly. I kind of wanted that Dwarven Mithril coat, but I think for now what I want to do is just put on the stuff that I got. And let's just get out of here for now. We can always come back when we have more health. What was that? Our dog is fighting something. It's probably the Mimic. Oh, it's a gecko. Hopefully our dog will follow us this time, so we can go to the next floor. Because we've been everywhere else on this floor. Oh, we missed a hallway at the beginning, but it doesn't look like it goes very far, so I'd rather just get further and level up a little more. We can always go back and try to get that mithril. The fact that we have this scale mail is pretty helpful. Oh, Alex points out that random traps are pretty scary. Yeah, it's, as a barbarian, there's basically no way to see them coming. As you saw, you might have seen a minute ago. I don't know if you were here yet, Robin. We basically just walked onto a spot in a room and walked into a rust trap, which is just a spout of water. And the spout of water immediately rusted our sword. So I switched to the axe that we have as an alternate weapon, but the two-handed sword is better. And that equipment is basically ruined now, which is just kind of like bad. Like there's nothing I could do about it. You know, it wasn't really. I don't know. Here's a helmet. Let's see if we can get. Oops. Let's see if we can get our pet to walk over it. He does. No problem. So let's try putting that on and see. Our AC's at 1 right now. We can take off the Orcish helm, which Orc equipment generally isn't very good, and we can put on the regular helmet. And same armor class, so not a huge find, but we'll stick with it for now, since might as well. We wandered over a gravestone that says "Don't let this happen to you," which, you know, I hope we won't. let's go downstairs real fast and just see. Okay, it's more dungeon, not the mines. But yeah, with Barbarian, I would say, besides kind of bad luck, I'm just looking to map out the early levels and find out where the mines are and where Sokoban is. Those are the two kind of areas that we've discovered that are how you find the equipment that you need to get further in the game. So the mines, you can generally fight gnomes and dwarves and get better equipment. If you can get dwarvish equipment, it's usually better made and has better properties. Also, there's just a lot of monsters in the mines, so it's a good place to level up, I feel like. Although it is difficult. And when you get further into the mines, you can get to a town where you can usually find an altar. You hope that it's aligned with your god, or at least your alignment. There's a lot of shops. You can buy things. There's, it's useful to be in the town in general. Whereas the Sokoban is a series of puzzle levels, and I haven't found everything in them so far. I messed up the second level of Sokoban, which is kind of a hard boulder-based puzzle. But in Sokoban, you find scrolls and rings and wands and a lot of important items that just make your game easier to be able to fight strong creatures and things. So there's a staircase up here. That's where we came in, right? Okay. I'm not finding a passageway here. What was that? There's a guard on patrol. There's got to be more to this level, but we can't find a way out of this half of the stage. We're on level 3, so I guess it's possible that this is not... This is all there really is exits-wise on this floor. Because the mines are guaranteed... I believe are guaranteed to be in the first 4 floors. Alright. We have all our health back. We could go back up to try to kill that mimic and get the dwarvish mithril, which I would like to have. Let's do that. Oh, we left our dog. There we go. Some graffiti on the floor that says, "They say a bag of holding can't hold everything." Okay, there's a mimic. We're in the hallway, that's pretty good. We can just try to knock it out here, although it would be nice to have our dog in a spot where they could attack too, but... Nice, got it. And we got a scroll out of it too, which is pretty sweet. It's just a jackal hanging out in the shop. But I got it to level 4. That's pretty nice. Okay, so this is a dwarvish mithril coat. It should be better than our splint mail. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't turn the keystroke indicator back on. So let's pick that up. We can afford it, which is pretty sweet. We can get some good gold from those chests that we found. I think we can... Well, let's just pay now, and we can swap armor. Oh, we gotta take off our cloak first. Our dog is confused from hunger. Gonna have to give it something to eat. We were armor class 1, and putting on the mithril cloak puts us to armor class 2. I could have sworn that... I should have looked at the armor chart again. I really thought that... Oh no, we haven't put the cloak back on. Okay, let's do that. Armor class 1, same. Okay, so apparently this is a lesson to learn. Besides also looking at the chart before we do things. The splint mail is the same armor class as the dwarvish mithril coat, which I really did not know that. I'm guessing Alex was just sitting here like face palming while he watched. No, yeah, alright, looked at the chart and sure enough, same armor class. The next thing up would be plate mail, or like actual rare mail, so wasted some money there, but it's dwarvish, so that's good. I can feel better about the source of my armor. I don't know. Let's just drop the other armor and pretend that never happened. Okay. We can actually, we did put another piece of armor into... Oop, there's some graffiti here. I didn't see what it said the first time. I made it all hard to read. Even the first time it was pretty hard to read. I have no idea what that said before it happened. Something walked over it. Sweet. I believe we put the other armor into this chest over here. And I'm also going to pick up this, oops, no. Pick up this chest and just move it towards the staircase in case I wanted to bring it down further. Might as well, since we've seen like 100 of this. Alright, there we go. Okay, let's go back to the shop, sell our armor. See? Not bad. Get him out of the way. And let's go to dungeon level 4, I guess. Oh, shoot. I got distracted in the process of selling all of my stuff. And I let my dog die of starvation. Because I am an irresponsible barbarian. If you've watched the series before, you'll know that I have not always been the best pet owner, but that is a bummer. Especially after what we've learned in the recent episodes about using the pets to identify items. Also the whole emotional attachment thing, but... The items! Okay, here's the entrance to the mines. Yeah, I gotta pay more attention to that kind of thing. I don't think I've ever had a pet die of starvation before. I normally have them like snatch up corpses from me before I can eat. So that is a bummer. Lots of dead things in this room, which is kind of concerning. I'm not going to eat that corpse because I don't know where it's been. But something is throwing arrows at me up here. Darts of some sort. Alright, these are small demons. They're usually not too much trouble. Something invisible is attacking me. Oh, it's probably like a snake hiding under that money. We've got a lot of scrolls and a lot of potions. I would love to be able to identify some of those. We can try to figure out what some of the scrolls are if we can get to... we can go to the shop, I guess, and do that. Although it's not a general store. Can I find the route here? Do I need to go around? I'll go around. Finding a hidden passageway is not the barbarian's strong suit. What is that? Oh, a fog cloud. I can try to go around it. I don't think I want to fight the fog cloud. It feels like the kind of thing that will blow up in my face. Like that. That was a gas spore. And it exploded. Which actually kind of hurt. I heard a rumbling in the distance, which I'm actually not familiar with what that message means. Took some damage from all of that, but let's go into the mines. That was here, right? We didn't find the real exit from this floor, did we? Interesting. I guess it must be in that hallway on the left side of the map. I would like to go and set the level on that. Oh, there's the fog cloud. And there is a peaceful pony. Hey! We don't have anywhere to tame the pony, though. But what we can do is... let's quiver some darts, and then we can that's a bummer. The floating eye did not drop a floating eye corpse, which is how we would get telepathy. But we got a food ration. I think we could feed a food ration to the pony, but I'm not sure if that would work as far as making it our pet. I think we might have to have like a leash or something. Oh, Alex is suggesting we try this command. Terrain. Oh, interesting. I've never seen this before. So it's asking us then if we want to see the known map without monsters, objects, and traps. So let's go ahead and do that one. Yeah, even with that, we can only see one staircase down. So I think there's got to be a staircase over here in like a tiny room, or else we've got a hidden door somewhere in this hallway or on this wall that'll get us over to this part of the... no, the terminal doesn't actually go that far, does it? It's hard to tell because I have my screen set to black, but I don't think my screen actually goes that much further. You can see the edge of the screen here with the status line. So that is interesting. Never seen that before. Let's pick up our darts, and I mean, it could be on the bottom of the wall here. Let's just do some searching. Oh, there's a passage or a door. The door was booby-trapped, so we took a little bit of damage and we're stunned. We just gotta kind of stumble around for a few turns. Here we go. Whoa. There's a floating eye. Let's see if we can get it to... Huh? I learned that if you use a ranged weapon, you can hit things like the floating eyes, even if you're on the square next to them. It does not count as a melee attack, so you don't get frozen like you do when you hit it with a sword or an axe or whatever. There's our staircase down. Alright, that's good news. Gotta kill this monster here. Is there a passageway to jump back up? If there is, we don't need it. We're already level 4, so I'm just gonna go straight for the mines. The fog cloud is here. Oh. Okay. It grabbed me. I am laden with moisture and can barely breathe. I think I can just attack at the walls. I want to get a screenshot of this, if you'll permit me to do that for a second. So we had this with a vortex in Sokoban. We can basically attack the walls of this little passageway, of this little thing that we're stuck in, and it should do damage to the fog cloud until it explodes. Yep, there we go. And that made us level 5. Pretty sweet. And 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I did not get swatted. I just, my wife had left the house before I got up this morning, since I get up pretty late, and then she had been at a class all evening, so we haven't seen each other at all. But she is home now. So we're entering the mines. We're already level 5, so we shouldn't have, I'm hoping we shouldn't have too much trouble with what we're going to see here. Oh, he has a dagger. I was going to try to let him approach, but... Everyone's got daggers. It's not cool. Ugh. Okay, the dwarf tried to throw a potion, but it slipped out of his hand. We've got gnomes attacking things, attacking each other by accident. Oh wow, he threw a dagger and it killed the other gnome. Sweet, thank you. Well, that was helpful. What do we got? Elven mithril? Dwarvish cloak? Oh, thanks. Sorry about that. Mic is good again. Let's see what we... Okay, we're definitely picking up the cloak. I don't know if Elven... It seems to me, just by, like, magic fantasy knowledge, that Elven armor is probably better crafted than Dwarvish armor, but I don't know if that's true in this game. Let's just pick up the cloak for now. We'll find out if it's cursed or not later, hopefully soon, because it'd be better than our leather cloak that we're wearing right now. If only we had a dog. Jeez, there's so much stuff here. Wow, okay. Dwarvish helm, iron shoes, some dwarvish weapons. We're gonna be burdened, aren't we? Yeah. That sucks. I really want to take this stuff somewhere and find out if it's usable. I'm gonna drop the stuff that I want over in this corner, since like all the good stuff is over here. I should use this Shift D key. I might as well drop this two-handed sword for now. And I will drop all this stuff that I don't know if it's any good or not. These bad guys don't seem to have weapons to throw, which is good. Let's see if this one does. Does not appear to. Sweet. Alex is here with the guidebook. That's good. The guidebook says, Dwarves' most notable trait is their great expertise in mining and metalwork. Dwarvish armor is said to be second in quality, not even to the mithril armor of the elves. So Dwarvish is just the best you can get straight up without like magic, dragon, and that kind of stuff. Crystal armor, you know, there is like high level armor, but as far as what we can get right now, this is the best we can get. So we'll stick with the Dwarvish. We do have a monster just kind of like Gnome Lord, just kind of like sneaking up on us. Oh, what did I step on? Okay, a board. No big deal. But we can go confront the Gnome Lord now. There was a message in there that's important. We'll get back to it in a second. I promise. The Gnome Lord's hitting us a lot, but now he's running away. Ugh, a cloud of gas puts us to sleep. He's really making a break for it. A giant bat here is staying out of our way. Should get out of diagonal range. Nope, the bat's coming to fight us. Interesting. The Gnome Lord tried to wield something, and its sling is welded to his hand, which I think means that it had a cursed item. I really hate doing this much fighting all in a row. This is very jaunty music. Much happier than the situation we're dealing with right now. I want to kill this Gnome Lord. There we go. Yeah, the sling was cursed. Too bad. Oh, did it pick up the stuff that I dropped on the... That's probably what that all is. We'll come back to that in a second. I have a feeling that it... There's an arrow trap there. Gotta keep that in mind. I have a feeling that the Gnome Lord had stolen all of that stuff that we left on the floor, just kind of sitting there. There's a staircase down. Let's go ahead and set the level and then go back up. We're not really ready for combat at the moment. We're only at 2/3 health. And I want to investigate the whole... Okay, that was too long to wait to eat that corpse. I was worried about that, but we're stunned, so we're kind of wandering around randomly. The good news is that we can still regain health as we waste these turns, just kind of walking around in different directions. Alright, let's see if that equipment is still there. Yeah, most of it's not, so... oops, we don't really want the rusty sword anymore. Did we leave anything else sitting around that we really want besides what was on the Gnome Lord? I don't think so. There's a lockpick there. That's good. Well, well, well. Look who's here. It's a leprechaun. These guys are really annoying. They will steal your gold and then run away. I don't have a bag to hide my gold in right now, I don't think. No. Should probably just ignore it for the time being. Yeah, what we learned with our last character that we played on both Tuesday and Thursday last week is that when you eat a leprechaun corpse, you gain a magical property, or possibly a disease, known as teleportitis. Which I'm still, you know, I never know in this game if people watching are just making fun of me and making up terms. But I would also believe that's an actual term in Nethack. Oh, sweet, we can carry all of that without getting burdened. Oh, I almost forgot to do something. So yeah, teleportitis will just make you randomly teleport somewhere else on the floor. Every time you move, there's a random chance it'll happen. So it's pretty annoying. It was an interesting thing to have for a game, but I think we'll avoid having it until we have some use for it. But while we were fighting the Gnome Lord and all the other things around the floor, we saw a thing about feeling more confident, which means that we can go into this Enhance menu, and we can actually level up our axe skill, which is pretty sweet. I would like to get to the town to be able to identify some of these things. There's a staircase down right away. That's kind of cool. Candle could definitely be useful here in the mines. Let's, okay, that's just another floor of mines. We're fighting a dwarf and there's a Gnome Lord getting impatient behind the dwarf. It's definitely going to shoot the dwarf and kill it. I'm tempted to just carry all this stuff as I find it, because I don't know of the ones I've found which ones are cursed, but I'm going to get to the point where I'm burdened again, although apparently the fact that I'm level 6 and have a strength of 17, assuming that strength is what dictates your carrying capacity, means that I've been able to carry all this stuff. I've got an extra cloak, 3 extra cloaks, 2 pairs of shoes, and a helm that I'm not wearing, so that's pretty sweet. The other monster that was here seems to have disappeared for now, so I'm actually going to eat this corpse. If I can. Oh, movement's difficult. Okay, I'm stressed now. Oh, I picked it up. I did not mean to pick it up. I meant to eat the corpse, which blinded me. There's a killer bee here. I don't know if that always means there's a hive, or if they can appear in smaller quantities. Okay, I'm burdened again. Boo. I guess I'll just stick this stuff in this corner for now. Let's hang on to a few things, just in case we happen to lose track of this, or if things disappear or whatever. Let's just hang on to at least one of each item. So we have a cloak, a helm, keep those shoes. Okay. Interesting, there's a camera here. I think when you're the... I've read somewhere that when you're the tourist class, you get a camera, and you can use it to scare monsters or something like that, but never seen one of these before, so maybe we need to try it out at some point. Maybe it just blinds them because it has a flash on it. There's another bee. There's 2 more bees. And this is a nymph, which is annoying. So how nymphs work is when they attack, they steal something from you, and then they teleport somewhere randomly on the floor. I think it's always on the same floor. Maybe it's sometimes a different floor. They're very annoying. They can also sometimes charm you and make you take off gear that you're wearing, and then they can also steal things that they made you take off. So kind of incredibly infuriating sometimes. Ugh, I'm beginning to feel weak from hunger. I need to eat. As soon as I kill this bee. Bees are poisonous, but I'm resistant to poison as a barbarian, so that's fine. Okay, slime mold put us back out of hunger range, which is good. We're taking a little bit of damage, but not a ton. Is it too late to eat this corpse? Let's go ahead and try it. Ugh, it was already rotten. I always think I get more time than I do with the corpses. Not sure why that is. Sweet. Dart Central here. Stepped on a teleportation trap, but actually put us right next to the nymph that we want to kill, so that's good. We're basically just chasing it across the floor now. Should watch out for other monsters. Oh, it teleported. Sneaky. We will approach this cautiously. Alright, where did that nymph go? We're back at full health, and I'm ready to declare this floor done, which would mean taking our stuff and going home. A crashing rock, which usually means it's a rock trap of some sort that was triggered. And yeah, all of our gear that we dropped there is just gone, which sucks. Oh, crashing rock means a rock mole is digging through the level. Or maybe something with it, or some other kind of digging tool. Did the nymph steal our matic? We gotta let it get close, and it's pretending to be friendly, and it stole our camera, which is fine, to be honest. I don't care about that so much. You know, we started off so well with all the food we needed, and now we're not finding enough food at all. Wow, lots of gold on that dwarf. And there's all of the... well, maybe not. Just a cloak and some shoes. Let's eat this dwarf corpse while we can. There's the nymph. Oops. Ugh, it stole our wand. Oops. Where's the nymph now? It is not in the big room here. Oh, I did drop the matic, didn't I? Yeah. That was in the pile of things that someone picked up at some point. John is asking if I was standing on the wall. Yeah, no, I was... the dwarf picked up the matic and was digging around with it, and those hash marks are now passageways, basically. But we can look at our message log real fast and review what just happened. You hear a nearby zap, and you hear something crash through the floor. So you might remember that previously when we saw the mountain nymph stole a crystal wand. I'm guessing that the crystal wand was a wand of digging, and the nymph cast it below herself, and yeah, just dropped to the next floor. And there's a hole on the ground where there used to be not a hole, so let's go down to the next floor, and the nymph is probably down there. I would love to get to the town. What is this? This is a fog cloud. Okay. Pretty easy to dodge, generally. They're slow. A lot of creatures over here. Hopefully they will all shoot each other. We're in the fog cloud. That's okay. Made it to experience level 7. We are also like surrounded by monsters right now, so I'm going to back off to slightly more advantageous position where I'm not getting shot by a million things at once. There we go. I'm at half health, so I gotta keep an eye on things, but doing pretty well. There we go. Okay. We have a moment's rest. I think there's still something up north by the staircase, but I'm going to eat this corpse while I can. Okay, there's something up there. I'm okay with these things approaching slowly. Okay, the nymph is still holding the wand, and it zapped it. Hopefully not towards me, but let's find out. Yeah, it made another hole in the floor and fell down another level. So, yeah, Sir Pell has a good point. The nymph is currently winning the game. The nymph is on dungeon level 8 already, and I'm still stuck here on level 7. There's still a gnome up here, apparently, just hiding. I can't say I blame it for all of the killing that I've been doing. Oh, right, we should go downstairs and see. It looks like this might be the town. Let's clear out the rest of this floor. out these extra darts that we have sitting around. Blindfold could be handy if we get a floating eye. Walked into a dart trap, which gave us a dart. I guess that's good, right? Oh, alright, here we go. Have a few more gnomes and a hobbit. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, we're in good shape. Let's get the gems. We're going to get to a place where we can sell stuff pretty soon, hopefully. I see a peaceful ape and a dwarf. Okay. A Y can be a yeti, which is something to watch out for. But if it's a peaceful creature, we don't need to worry too much. I'm just going to go ahead and pick up all of this stuff. No, I'm not. Well, we've cleared out the whole floor. There could be more over here. Or, I mean, could be more where we weren't hanging out, but I thought I could get to the town. Just found the candles, and there was apparently a level teleport trap below the candles. So I am blinded and burdened, and oh my god. It has teleported me to dungeon level 1. And in fact, basically as far from the staircase on dungeon level 1, dungeon level 2 as I can possibly get. Which is, oh, incredibly annoying. Oh my gosh. I mean, luckily, you know, we've cleared out most of these floors, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal, but, you know, I am burdened. I'm going to be consuming more stamina by carrying this stuff around. I think I'm just going to drop a lot of it in this chest for now. What's this? Oops. A peaceful kitten. Do we have a leash? We don't have a leash, do we? We don't have a leash. What should we do? We have a lot of gold. I'm again just going to go for the strategy of like keeping one of each thing, and if we get down to the town and we find out that what we're carrying is cursed, we can always come back for stuff if we really feel like we want it. So let's keep one short sword, one dwarvish cloak, one pair of shoes. Get rid of that cloak. We're currently only wearing a regular helmet, so we'll keep the iron helm, keep the round shield, get rid of the second helm, second and third pair of shoes. And we can also probably just ditch, well, let's see how far that gets us. Okay, we're unencumbered. Yeah, Alex is reminding me to have good habits and use the travel command, which will save us a lot of time in getting to this staircase. Especially when these floors are empty. When they're actually empty, we can just head straight. I don't remember which staircase we're going to here. Let's go to this one first since it's closest and see. Yeah, sweet. The leprechaun is here. We can get away from it. Hope. Okay, good. I think it's sleeping or it doesn't see us or something. Just a gecko. No big deal. And in fact, it's good food. I mean, it doesn't taste good, but... Alright. This level still seems okay, so let's just go ahead and try to progress. Okay. To level 6. The staircase is right here, which is helpful. Dungeon level 7. Still empty. Hey, look at that. Okay. So let's think about what's going on here. We're probably heading into the town here, and there's probably a nymph around somewhere causing trouble, which may have been related to that explosion that we heard in the distance just now. Huh. Our goal this time is to not get the guards to hate us, which is what happened last time when I kicked down a locked door in the view of the guards, and they were not really pleased with me about that. So maybe I'll just avoid locked doors this time around. Ooh, hey, that was important. When the watchman drank a murky potion, the watchman seemed more experienced. So, do I have murky potions? I thought I had a murky potion. Apparently I do not. Oh, okay, it just named it for me here. So you can actually see now, in my potions list, it just named this potion a potion of gain level. Which is pretty sweet. I'm gonna drink it. I don't know. I'll find out afterwards if someone tells me there's some reason why I shouldn't just go ahead and drink these things when I find them, but I'm level 8 now. That's pretty awesome. So also in the town we heard an animal carcass being offered in sacrifice, and we heard someone praising Set. Set is not our god is Crom. So unfortunately it may be a different... we'll find out if it's the correct alignment or not in a second here. But this mountain nymph is back and I really want to kill it. We've hit this mountain nymph so many times. How has it not died yet? Zaps its wand of digging again, and it falls through the floor again. Is there a way that I can... I don't want to step over that dart, and I feel like I'm going to forget that there's a hole there. I wonder if... Can I, like, pick up the dart from next to the hole? I'm gonna Google that real fast, unless someone hops in the chat and tells me. Also, how can an item hang out over a hole that's big enough for me to fall through? Oh, Sir Pell is saying I can kick it. Okay, good. Thank you, Sir Pell. That was really useful. Okay, so I'm hopefully smart enough to remember that the orange carrot is very bad and I should not walk over it. But at least I won't walk over the darts to be like, oh, dart. And yeah, that's exactly the kind of thing that I would do. So, heard crashing rock again. That door is locked. We're going to leave it alone. And also, the dungeon acoustics noticeably change, which I have not seen that... oh, I got to turn my keystroke commands back on. So I'm interested to know what that dungeon acoustics thing means. Whoa, suddenly a section of wall closes up. There's a gnomish wizard here. Could be that the gnomish wizard has a spell that allows them to affect the walls. Stunned because of this gnomish wizard, so I'm only hitting it some of the time that I try to attack it. Ugh. Luckily it's not really doing any harm to me. It's just slowing down the process by which I kill it. But if I don't get over my stunned nature soon... Let's pick up the candle. There's also a dwarf over here. So the dwarf is digging through the walls of the town, and then the walls close up behind it. So that's what that walls closing up message is all about, was the way the dwarf was digging, and I don't know if it's that the walls auto-repair themselves because this is the town, and there's some kind of magical property protecting it. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm overburdened, but that's fine. I'm going to take this stuff over to the shop. Or actually, let's find out what the altar is aligned for. Oh, yeah. This altar is not aligned with my deity. So I don't think I can even use it at all. We can see that basically by... We can see it's a chaotic altar. So that actually means that it is cross-aligned as opposed to unaligned. Okay, Alex says I can still drop stuff on it. That's good. I really need to be able to drop things to identify them at this point because I have so many items that I want to put on. Oh, we're actually we're just dropping everything that we don't know the status of. There's a good mix of blessed, cursed, and uncursed on these things. One cursed potion, 2 cursed potions. Actually, not a lot of cursed items. And the reason we're picking all this stuff up is just so we can just go sell it, basically. Here's a deli. We can probably get more for stuff if we take it to an actual hardware store. What else do we have? I'm not too worried about things in the town at this point, since we killed all those wizards. Plating store. Not sure if it matters. I'm guessing that I get more gold for things in the shop that belongs to the item, but I don't see anything actually like a, you know, a equipment shop or anything. So let's figure out what we're putting on first. We have an uncursed dwarvish short sword. We're not skilled in it, but we can actually just wield it as an alternate weapon. And then as far as wearing, we're currently wearing a leather cloak, leather gloves, a helmet, and a mithril coat. And we actually now have an iron helm to replace the helmet, a dwarvish cloak to replace the leather cloak, and we can put on any of the shoes that we have as well. So that's cool. Let's just go ahead and take off the leather cloak and the helmet. And then we'll put on the iron helm, put on the shield, put on dwarvish cloak, put on iron shoes, and we are now armor class -7. Which is pretty great. I don't think I've ever had an armor class that low before. Or, I mean, you know, high, but whatever. You know what I mean. We have really good armor right now. Let's see if we can drop some of this stuff, and if he'll pay us for it. Yeah, no, he's uninterested. Crap. Okay, that's annoying. Is there another... Let's see if we can find a shop in this town where they will actually care about... Shoot. What was that? A door opened. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's a general store. What is this? A peaceful watchman. No big deal. I'm dropping that. Alright, so now we can sell whatever we want. This is great. Let's sell the equipment that we're not wearing. We can check and see. Oh, the cloak is +4. Wow. Okay, we should check and see if the other cloak is better, although I doubt it is. And we can check and see if the shoes are better. So let's hang on to those for a second. Let's sell the spellbook. And let's sell that stuff. Okay, he was uninterested in some of that stuff. The spellbook, maybe. Okay. Let's double check the other uncursed armor. So let's take off the cloak and take off the shoes. And let's put on the cloak we haven't seen. This one's just a +0. And let's put on the shoes that we didn't see. Also +0. Okay. So we can just, we can take off the weaker cloak and put back on the sweet cloak. And then let's sell the extra shoes and the extra cloak. Right? Yep, looks good. Does he have anything else that we might want? A platinum wand, a sling. I wouldn't mind a leash. A ring, and an egg. Oh, what is this? This is a fast corp bet money. 120 means that it's probably not. I think that is too expensive for an identify scroll. Let's go ahead and drop our scrolls and see what he offers for each of them. We have 2 of these. Let's see what this is. 20 gold pieces. This is totally identify. We're gonna name. I guess we can actually just read it to identify some of the other scrolls and potions. Robin has a good observation. He says, "It is amazing how the resolution of the imagination adapts to these games. In about an hour of watching, I have gone from, oh wow, that is some old school ASCII, to I can smell the slime on the walls." Yeah, it's funny. You really get sucked into it, the world they create, and all the, even just those little text things that you get to tell you things happening on these lower levels. I don't know. It really, you can get into it for sure. Okay, so let's just head out here, and we can go ahead and read our identify scrolls. We have 2. Where did it go? Oh, did I? Oh, I used it. Okay. That was I hit the wrong button. I don't know what it identified, but whatever it was, I'll have to see if I see it in the inventory. I meant to identify these potions because we have 2 of them. Oh, we have 2 different 2 potions, so okay. Well, we're gonna start with this. Uncursed potions of speed. So yeah, what did we identify? A piece of armor we were already wearing, probably. Yeah, that was annoying. I totally just hit the end key while or I don't know if it was end or what it was, but whatever it was, it took us out of the list of inventory items. So wasted an identify scroll, which is annoying, but it happens. We now know that we have 2 potions of speed, which might come in handy at some point if we need to. I don't know, actually. Are potions of speed a temporary? Oh, I left my keystrokes off again. I'm sorry. If potions of speed are temporary items or not, then we can just drink them now if it would give us a permanent stat boost. Alex is saying you can actually ask for more info on things in the game. If you use / to look up a monster, you can get more details. It'll be a passage from a book or a poem. Oh, I didn't know that. That's really cool. I will do that as soon as I can. I'm just kind of branching out a little bit and seeing if we can find the exit. The door is locked. Oh god, okay. A unicorn just showed up. We're gonna take some damage from it. We're gonna kind of walk past it and get out of its way. Oh, okay, yeah, I meant to mention that. I saw when I leveled up that I got a speed bonus um, at level 7, but I guess the potion of speed doesn't... There's no way to boost it past an initial level. The unicorn is like out for blood. I promised that I would... Can I use it on the Watchman? Hey, there we go. So yeah, this is actually... This is funny because I always assumed that you kind of had to have a knowledge of the sort of fantasy creatures in the game to understand any of this stuff, but you can actually see it tells you more about... This is describing humans, basically. It says they live mostly on the surface of the earth, gathering together in societies of various forms, but occasionally a stray will descend into the depths and commit mayhem among the dungeon residents, who naturally often resent the intrusion of such beasts. It's even rumored the Wizard of Yendor is a member of this species, so apparently the Wizard of Yendor is a human, which seems, you know, very human-centric for the people who made this game, too. No, I do not want to attack the Watchman. I just want him to move out of the way. I feel like they could have made the Wizard of Yendor something that's not human, but... Okay, that's more mines. We can go there soon. I think that's a... Is that a mimic over there? Yep. Should be easier to kill it now. Oh, our unicorn friend is back. Let's find out what the game says about unicorns. Oops. There we go. Wow. Oh my gosh. So this is like an entire book about unicorns, basically. I'm not going to read this all right now, but if you're playing NetHack and you happen to come across a unicorn, check it out. There's a whole lot in here. There's probably a tip. Oh, it even says a unicorn's horn is a detoxicant. Its possession is a universal remedy. Use my horn to burn off any excess and keep me right there. So that's pretty cool to know. We found a unicorn horn at one point, I think, but yeah, there's a lot going on in this game. But right now we're running away from a unicorn. I just want back in the town so I can kill this mimic. I feel like that's Justice from earlier in this game. Oops, I did not mean to do that. We couldn't kill the mimic we saw earlier in the game, but... Oh, Alex is saying to go for it. We are AC -7 and character level 8. The unicorn's only hitting us for like a few damage at a time. The unicorn's running away? There it is. Alex is right, I'm just in this mode of like a unicorn, but we've never been this strong before when we've seen one, so this giant beetle's giving us some real trouble. Come on, unicorn, where are you at? Where'd you go? Not in the altar, or in the shrine, not in the deli. We've got some more creatures coming across the level. A cockatrice, which is a thing to be worried about. And actually a peaceful red naga hatchling, which is interesting. I didn't know they could be peaceful. There's the unicorn. Yeah, the beetle took a lot of my HP, but... Holy crap, the cockatrice can attack from across the... like, 6 Pyralisk, not a cockatrice. Okay, so maybe it just does fire damage instead of turning me into stone. But it boiled one of my potions and exploded it. Something was stunning me for a second there. I'm gonna get out of the way for a minute. We are running up to time here, but I'm not gonna stop right here because there's kind of a lot going on. There's definitely a leprechaun on this floor as well. I'm afraid of the Pyralisk at this point. Yep, there it is. Hanging out in the temple. I suppose if I wanted to learn the difference between a Pyralisk and a cockatrice, I could. Probably dodge the leprechaun there. Learn all about these things with the slash command. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Where did my unicorn go? I just wanted to kill the unicorn. I heard them saying that an animal was being sacrificed on the altar. I wonder if that means that the unicorn got killed. It's a possibility. To find this doorway would be really helpful for running around things. Nope. Because I can't get through there without an extra passageway. Nope. There's the unicorn. We gain HP back a lot faster now too, which is pretty nice. Oh, that is a minor demon. It's a Tengu. See if I can kill it before the Pyralisk gets closer again. Yeah, earlier Robin recommended the novel You by Austin Grossman, and John, I also recommend. I second that recommendation for sure. It's a great book. Has a lot about roguelikes and also just other Western RPGs, PC RPGs for sure. Ugh. My potions. I don't know. It exploded. And I'm slowing down. My scroll too. It didn't even have a diagonal view of me, does it? Can still just, it has an area of effect. Wow. Burned up some scrolls, boiled some more potions, I turned invisible. I'm not sure what to do when it just says it explodes. It doesn't really tell me. Just means water? And the glass explodes or something? Is that the idea? But I thought clear was water. I'm telling you, I gotta get away from this guy. It's just destroying all of my scrolls. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, water is clear. What was that? Cash register. Nothing, no big deal. Alex asks what I know about cockatrices. So I know with a standard cockatrice that they have a stone gaze, and that when you, if they look at you, they turn you to stone. So actually I wonder, I'm trying to chase this unicorn, but man, it is annoying. What is over here? I guess I could try to guess that if I blind myself, that the Pyralisk couldn't attack me either. Oh, that just seems like a very strange... Jeez, these unicorns are so fast. Oh, I missed earlier when I was fighting. I am most skilled in axe now. Sorry, dog. Oh, that counted as a regular... Oh, okay. It was aggroing me. I thought it was safe to eat, but... There's a Yeti. I am AC -7, level 8. Only at half health. Let's see how much damage it does to me. It did it did 6 damage. Nice. The Pyralisk is back. Okay. Let's try the blindfold then. I really wish that I had telepathy. I think I killed it. Let's take off the blindfold. Oops, it doesn't show you that in the list. Okay, I think I killed the Pyralisk. It might have been the guard. I really hope it was the Pyralisk. Okay, the guard's over here. Whew, that's good. I don't know what this is, though. Aleocrata. Why don't we use the command we learned today? Try to get some information about it. A wild beast of extraordinary swiftness. The neck, tail, and breast of a lion, the head of a badger, a cloven hoof, the mouth slit up as far as the ears, and one continuous bone instead of teeth. It is said too this animal can imitate the human voice. This is just like this is a horrifying creature. And sure enough, Alex is saying just run away. Okay. I don't need more info about this thing. I just need to run away from it. It's catching up to me. Okay, I killed the unicorn. I think I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not doing great health-wise. I'm gonna just go down the stairs and hope that that horrifying, horrifying creature can't do anything. And actually, I think that's where we need to stop for tonight. So, whoever is here on Thursday night, please remind me that I am being pursued by a horrible beast, and I am in a dark room. And this should be fun. We'll see what happens. So yeah, let's take a look at let's kind of assess things without doing any more turns. We are currently experience level 8, armor class -7. We're satiated, which is good. Our luck might be kind of balanced out right now because we were lucky with the moon, but then we lost some luck because we ate a dog, which I just didn't. It attacked me, and I forgot that even though the things attack you, you can't always eat them without disappointing your deity. So we're kind of low on health, which sucks. That's not good. We are at dungeon level 9. We can look at the map here. Oops, not what I meant to do. I was trying to take a screenshot of that so I can put it on the blog. We made it all the way to level 4 and then into the mines all the way to level 9. On level 8 we found the shop. Did some good identifying, got some good equipment. We lost a lot of scrolls and potions while fighting that Hydralisk. That kind of sucks. We can put on that ring next time and find out what it does. We did not do that after we finished at the shop and getting our things. Yeah, the nymph. Honestly, I've had a nymph steal a lot more things. Sir Pell is reminding me that there's a nymph wandering around somewhere, probably on this level actually, that has been digging its way down through the dungeon with a wand of digging that it stole from me. I think it's only stolen like maybe a couple wands and some, possibly a potion or something, or a scroll. But I've definitely lost a lot more to nymphs in the past. This has been pretty lucky overall. We will have candles from when we start up on Thursday, so we can explore this dark cave a little more easily. And yeah, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and... Alex taught me this last time. Shift S to save. We'll come back to that in a second here. In the meantime, thanks a lot for everyone who watched. Oh, we did lose our camera. John Holden pointed out. Hopefully, we'll find the nymph on Thursday night and recover our items from it. So, thanks a lot for everyone who showed up tonight. I'm really glad that you were able to watch. If you're out there in Twitch and you haven't made an account, I really recommend signing up. You can follow me. It'll give you notifications when I go live, either on your app or you can notify it through email or whatever. More importantly, having an account means you can hop into the Twitch chat. And that's where I get all my advice from people, and we sometimes people make fun of me for things that I do, mistakes that I make, and you know, it's all good. It's all in good fun. We're having a good time. So thanks a lot. I really appreciate you watching. Check out the blog at nethacknights.tumblr.com. I put text recaps of all the episodes that we have, as well as the YouTube videos. And if you get a chance, follow me on Twitter. I also announce when the stream is going live on Twitter, so I will update on there if I'm not going to do a stream some night. But otherwise, we're on Tuesdays and Thursday nights from 10 p.m. to roughly 11:30 Eastern Time. And I hope you had a good time. In the meantime, be seeing you. Keep hacking those nets. Have a good night.